So this is my work area here, where I spend most of my time. Matco 5 Series toolbox, Matco tool cart, some shelving over top the toolbox. On the tool cart, obviously this is mobile, so this is what I use to pull up the cars. Got the RTA, got the oscilloscope, battery tester, power probe 3 and 4, extra multimeters, signal test leads, laser tester, radar gun, my mic for my RTA. So yeah, that's the tool cart there. And then for the toolbox, which I've pretty much outgrown at this point, time to go bigger. Just gotta see if the wife lets me do that. 5 Series Matco toolbox. Word of advice, don't get matte black. Looks awesome, but it's terrible to keep clean. Shows every ounce of dirt. So I got my socket drawer, which has every socket I could ever need. Good collection over time. That's my pick screwdriver drawer, panel poppers, pick seal pullers. Hex and Allen, more cutters, needle nose, miscellaneous radio keys, favorite drawer, which is the miscellaneous cutters, strippers, wire pullers, all that kind of stuff. Panel popper drawer, upholstery drawer. I got all my ratcheting wrenches and normal wrenches. Other favorite drawer, miscellaneous power tools, cordless drills, air tools, impacts. And this here would be more scan tools, instrument cluster kits for Mercedes, OEM type tools, brake pad tools, vacuum testers, all sorts of stuff, compression testers. Soldering drawer, electrical tape, testa tape. Gotta have that drawer. Drill bits, Forstner sets, everything in there. Let's see, I don't even know what's in these. Seat covers, heat guns, brake bleeders, beat up stuff, drawer, chisels, paint gun cleaner, files, all sorts of stuff. Soft sander, sanding stuff in here. Everything for wet sanding and buffing. Bunch more cutters. Riveting, plastic rivet, metal riveting set. Our brake drawer. And finally, a bunch of sanding stuff, DAs. See, that's my work area here. Got my Veris scan tool here for taking care of anything, programming anything, TPMS programming, obviously laptop, all my chargers. So yeah, that's my work area right there. My name is Matt Schaeffer. I was a top 12 installer last year, 2014. I work for Safe and Sound in Manassas, Virginia. I currently have been with the company for about 7 years now and have more than 10 years experience in the industry. My specialty as an installer, I would say, would be OEM, integration, and fabrication. And what I mean by that is you bring me a brand new Porsche and my job is to integrate aftermarket equipment in that car like it was Porsche doing the job. So whether that's making a custom enclosure and having it look like Porsche delivered it that way, or if it's just backup sensors, my job is to make it look like it came that way. So if you're talking about radar, it's making brackets, it's having the wiring go through the car like OEM, using OEM-like materials to have it appear to anyone who would go into the job as it was done OEM, where you cannot tell physically that something or someone was in the car to work on it. Very detail-oriented when it comes to different factors in integration. My inspiration of what I build is drawn from that car based on design features of the vehicle. You know, you can't just go and make your own lines. You make your lines off of what you see in the car. So that is kind of how my philosophy is when it comes to integrating any of our products in the aftermarket world into any car, whether it be a Porsche or a Nissan. Co-workers, I would think, would describe me as meticulous and detail-oriented. Sometimes I can get lost in details, which I think would be a negative that I would need to work on, but I would think that they would describe me as very detail-oriented. So industry influence would be, I mean, let's be realistic, tons of people. It's not just limited to a few. I mean, you have Chris Yeato, Steve Brown, Jeremy Carlson, Tom Miller, Brian Schmidt. Current guys like Jamie Shue, Kyle Golden, JT Torres, Jeremy Katz. I mean, the list really is huge of where inspiration is drawn, what pushes you. You know, we have a page, Fabrication Nation, where guys are constantly putting out videos and pictures of current projects that they're working on, and it really sets the bar because you see what's being put out there, you're blown away by it, and you want to, naturally, if you're competitive, you want to one up, or you want to do something bigger and better, or something new, or try something different. That is where the biggest influence has been drawn in this industry. It's pushed so many people outside their comfort zone and to try something new and to see what you're really capable of. So as far as, you know, industry influences, there's really 100 people I can name, but, you know, based on past and present, that would pretty much solidify, you know, who my biggest influences are. I would say the biggest challenge this year would be living up to the top 12. You know, it's a great honor to be in the top 12, and after you're put in that category, you have to deliver work that supersedes or meets those expectations. So that was my biggest challenge. I got a Camaro job this year where I kind of tried to go outside of my comfort zone to see what I could do, and that was a big challenge just because that job actually derived from being in the top 12. So meeting that expectation would be easily my biggest challenge of the year. So what I would like customers to remember is the service that they get when they bring their car to me. Just the fact that they know that they can breathe easy knowing that I'm going to take their brand new car and completely strip it apart and install equipment, put it back together, and have it exceed a factory OEM expectation. That's what I want them to remember. It's the sense of calmness when it comes to giving a $40,000 vehicle, or in cases less or more, but just the comfortableness that they have letting me have their car and having them know that everything is going to be all right. I should be in the top 50 for the mere fact that I am very, very detail oriented, and what separates certain people in this industry are the attention to details. It's how far are you going to go into a job, what nut, what bolt, are you going to use nuts and bolts to match what's in the rest of the car, are you going to use something different, are you going to use the same tape that's in the vehicle, are you going to loom wires exactly how wires are loomed throughout the vehicle when you install your equipment. I try and match 100% everything that I put into a car to what the car has. I want the dealership to take apart panels and not even think twice about anything being installed in the car. Or if I make an enclosure, I want it to go to the dealer and them think that it was some sort of factory option, not letting the obvious known that it's something aftermarket. You know, I pride myself on attention to details with fabrication and hidden fabrication, where something will appear OEM, you can peel back a panel, and then it's a completely show install that still complements the interior design of the vehicle. So that's why I believe I should be a top 50 installer, just going the extra mile, trying to set a standard, and being a person there in the industry that can be reached out to for a question on an install or a fabrication question or anything like that. I've tried to put out a few videos helping some people in the industry to do some of the things that I'm able to do, and you know, just education, putting it out there, and not being afraid or too busy to help, you know, other people in the industry. So that's why I believe I should be a top 50 installer, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.